Hello, and welcome to Braid Watch with Lesbian Nerdy, your primary source for all things braid and braid adjacent in the Wheel of Time. As you are no doubt aware, in the Two Rivers, braids are an important cultural symbol. They represent the transition from adolescence into adulthood, and in the book series, braided hair indicates that a woman is now of marriageable age. In the recently released clip from the upcoming TV show, we see many braids on display, and these braids appear to come in a variety of styles. We see the traditional single braid that hangs down a woman's back. We see instances where that braid is pulled forward over the shoulder to rest on the collar. We also see crown braids, sometimes known as milkmaid braids, where the braid is wrapped around the head. And one of my personal favorite variations, the double braids. Of course, the braid that is of most significance to Wheel of Time fans is the braid worn by the wisdom of Emmonsfield, Nynaeve Almira. Unfortunately, in the Winespring Inn clip, Nynaeve wears her braid hanging down her back, thus obscuring it from view. There is one shot where the bulk of the braid is visible, and the girth and heft of this braid is on full display. However, the details of this iconic braid are not able to be seen. Fortunately for braid enthusiasts, this clip is not the only resource we have at our disposal. In the teaser trailer, there are several shots of the braid that display it in its full glory. In these shots, it is clear that Nynaeve's braid is not a lone single braid. Her braid is braided into smaller braids, which are then collected into one larger braid. In a recent panel discussion with the cast, Zoe Robbins, the actress playing Nynaeve, spoke of how special it was for her to be able to incorporate her natural hair texture into the braid.
And the braid too, I mean, it's so integral to Nynaeve, and it was really special for me to be able to incorporate my natural hair texture in the braid. It's such a, I don't know, I feel like we have this really beautiful opportunity to be able to represent in a really loving and careful way.
I have not had the opportunity to personally examine Zoe Robbins' hair. However, based on this interview, I would place her hair texture somewhere between a 3C and a 4A. This number-letter combination is in reference to a commonly used hair texture chart, as you can see here. My own hair is a 3C, and I can confirm that this hairstyle of having multiple small braids, sometimes known as box braids, is a hairstyle commonly worn by people with this hair texture. These styles are easy to manage and maintain, and I know for myself I often will put my hair into braids or twists before going on a trip, in order to not have to concern myself with my hair while vacationing. It seems logical to me that anyone with this hair texture living in this world would likely do something similar. It is also interesting to note that Nynaeve is not the only resident of the Two Rivers who combines smaller braids into a larger braid. Marin Alvear appears to do this as well. Braiding one's hair may be a sign of coming of age in the Two Rivers, but there do not seem to be strict rules about what those braids look like. In braid-adjacent news, it has been observed that all of the men in the Winespring Inn, with one notable exception, have beards. One theory about this is that much like how the braid symbolizes entering womanhood, growing a beard may be a symbol of entering manhood. However, not every man is capable of growing a beard due to multiple factors, including genetics, and it is notable that there is one man in the Winespring Inn who either has not started to grow his beard or is perhaps not able to grow one. This has been Braid Watch. Thank you so much for joining us, and tune in next time for more braid and braid adjacent news.